Hey, welcome back. Another beautiful day in Indiana. You can tell winter is on its way. We're getting some crazy weather now, but by the time you all see this, it'll probably be Thanksgiving Day or after Thanksgiving Day by the time I get this uploaded and edited and all that good stuff. So happy Thanksgiving to you. I got a lot to be thankful for in life. I really do. Despite Bidenomics and all the bullshit in this world going on, I'm a pretty lucky man overall. I'm very thankful for generosity of some people. I'm very excited about this. The other day I got 2 new barrels from Desert Precision Gunworks. I got one for the Uintah Precision rifle, and I got an 18-inch AR-15 barrel. I was so excited to do something with those. It's like one of those days where you just hit a wall and shit doesn't go right. Despite all your efforts, you couldn't make it happen. I could not get the damn barrel knot off of this previous barrel to put this new barrel on. It's like they put that thing on with the impact wrench or something. It was cranked on there. I was like, well, I will go ahead and put that 18-inch barrel on and shoot it. Well, when I put the 22-inch barrel on it, I blue Loctite the handguard screws, not thinking I'd be changing out barrels anytime soon. And I could not get those things undone. So when I took this into a gunsmith to have him wrench it off, I had him go ahead and put that 18-inch barrel on and a new gas tube and a new gas block. I broke a vise block trying to get this barrel off. I had a pair of clamps, shell things I put on there, could not get it to turn. I had another vise. It's a bolt, real long bolt for an AR-15 that you put in a vise, and then that slides up in the lock up and you can wrench your barrel nut off. Problem being is this is a 3-lug bolt on this Uintah, not a regular AR-15 bolt pattern, so that didn't work. Anyhow, that brings us to today. I finally got this all put together. So excited. This is the Uintah Precision. I got this in 6mm arc originally. Before I knew what the fuck I was doing, I got this as my PRS gun to shoot production class. That didn't work out very well for me. I shot at my first PRS match, and that was the last time I shot it in a PRS match. Like, that dog don't hunt. One of the weird things with this Uintah, I love it. I mean, it's a cool gun. I can take this top off, put a AR-15 semi-auto upper on it, and it'll function like that as well. But problem being with it, I always had it came with a pencil dick barrel. This handguard's real thin too. What Kenny sent me is a fucking man barrel. I'm telling you, it's like an MTU diameter fucking axle, and it's awesome. And it filled up this handguard. Let me show you real quick. There's not much room in there. You see how skinny that handguard is? That's always irked me about this gun. The barrel was skinny and the handguard was skinny. I tried to put an Arca plate on there so I could put a bipod. M-lock screws started to come up in the barrel, so I took that off. We have the over the barrel UTG bipod on today, some bags on back. I slapped on the Arkin SH4 Gen 2 4x16x50. So what I loaded up today is the heavies on this thing. I wanted to kind of expand on that gas gun. Your limitations are pressure, given that the 6 arc kind of on a bolt configuration versus a gas configuration, you can push those charges higher with the higher pressures. So that's what I did today. Across the board here I have 29.5 grains of CFE 223, 30 grains and 30.5 grains loaded up. I have 6 different bullets I'm running on this. I'm running the 90 grain Sierra Match King, the 88 grain ELDM. I have the 80.5 grain Burger. I have the 85 grain RDF. I have those Alcos back, baby. The coolest bullet made. And then I have the Hornady A-tips. The Hornady A-tips have never shot well for me. It says minimum a 1-7 twist barrel for those. And this is a 1-8. So they may not stabilize in this either. I figured with the extra charge in there, maybe it'll give it enough gusto. This is a 26-inch barrel too, by the way. And it's fucking awesome, if I didn't say that already. It's a big old fatty. This barrel, so far, we'll see how it works out, but this barrel has given a reprieve to old Django Fat. I bought this gun, and I had another bolt action hunting rifle and 6 ARC. I quickly got moved on past this to a gun that Kenny built me for a competition. And then I had Boba Fett, my AR-15 and 6 ARC that didn't work out. So I've pieced apart Boba Fett, and I really didn't have a use for this anymore. It was an expensive gun when I purchased it, but it no longer had a purpose. Now it does. This is pretty cool. This is heavy enough now. I could probably shoot this in competition effectively. I've cleaned this out. I have some bullets left over from that big ladder test I did that I could not shoot in the AR-15 platform because they're too hot. We're going to get this sighted in. I have no idea what they are. But this is the 80 grain Sierra Match King, and I could go through these and tell you the powder, but I'm not. I'm just going to go ahead and get those sighted in so we can get on with our test here with these heavies. Here we go. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Why? Fucking kids moms. All right, I got it sighted in fairly okay, I guess. We'll get to this here. There's not many things in life I really get excited about. I get excited when I get new guns or new gun parts. Good food. I really get excited about shooting. Hunting. Vagina. You know, but I do enjoy this. We're going to start out with the 29.5 grain CFE 223 90 grain Sierra Match King. This bolt takes some getting used to. It's not as nice as that one I got on Darth Sidious that Kenny built me. I think that's a Zermatt Arms or Zermatt Origin Action. Man, it is slick. This one not so much. We'll do a 5-shot group on each of these here. A little cratering on the primer at 29.5. We'll see how it gets at 30 and 30.5 if we get that far. Stringing right. And if after 3 shots it's not looking good, I'm not going to do 5 on it. We'll just move on to the next powder charge. Yeah, it's stringing real bad. And it's cratering the primers. We may not finish this 90 grain Sierra. Here's my first shot, my second, and my third. We're going to scrap all these. We're going to move on to the 80.5 grain Burger. And we'll go 88 grain ELDM, 85 grain RDF. We'll give those Alcos a whirl and those Hornady A-tips. I don't foresee much luck here, and who knows with these. 88 grain ELDM. These are at 2.25. Way right on the second target dot. Primer's got a little crater on it. Grouping nicely though. Still holding a nice group. Got a rag on Hornady some. I should be happy we got an American company making bullets for the greatest American sport there is. Nice little group. All right, try this 30 grain. See what happens with it. We're kind of cruising through these too. I'm not going to take a whole lot of time. Let things cool down. We're running out of light. Running out of time for light. I got other shit to do. Yeah. Barrel's not that hot, really. Last one of the ELDM. I'm not going to shoot the 30.5 grain. Too hot for these heavier bullets. Next up are these 85 grain RDF. Looks like 30.5 grains for these heavier bullets is too much. Oh. I think that's in the same hoe. Let's see if we can keep this together. Oh yeah, still looking nice. Oh yeah. Spit. Ah, went low. Let's see if these Alcos do anything worth pursuing here. On their little jar, it does not say it needs a minimum twist of anything. Had periodic accuracy with these out of the gas gun, but nothing to pursue further. Let's see if they hold together on a bolt gun. That needle point just digs right in there. I'm gonna hand load these. Once you get a couple out of those mags, this is a 10-round mag. I've been only loading 5. Once you get a couple out of it, they'll feed better, but right now they don't want to stick. Next to the targ dot. All right, onto these A-tips here. I've only loaded up 4. Typically I've had really bad luck with these, so I'm not confident that they will. If they do, then we'll try the 30 grainer. Okay. Huh. That's right. Not a great group, but it's grouping. All right, gang, we start out with the 90 grains here, Match King 29.5. I didn't bother with shooting any more on that. 85.5 grain burger at the 29.5, and then the 30. 88 grain ELDM, 29.5 grain. I think at 30 grains, we were here. Yeah, 30 grains, it fell apart. 29 grains is pretty damn good. 85 grain RDF. There is 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my 5th. My last shot dropped. At 30 grains, there's that group. Not bad, y'all. This is the Alco at 29.5 and at 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty damn good for that bullet. 29.5 on the A-tip. I believe that I only had 4 shots on that. I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4. And here's 4 shots at 30 grains. 1, 2, 3, 4. So pretty promising on those heavier bullets. So I'm gonna seat those 90 grain Sierra Match Kings a little differently. I had those a little long. They were grabbing on the front feed ramp. I think it may have been pushing the bullet in a little bit too. I don't know. We'll see on that, but something to play with. I'm pretty damn pumped. I got this Uintah Precision with the barrel on it that's going to be fun to do something with. And that barrel, I cranked through those pretty fast, and that barrel's just warm, not hot at all. But I have some things to start tweaking now. 30 grains seems to be kind of money on this. I'm going to do these middies and go get into everything below 85 grains. We'll go get into the 80 and the 80.5s and see how those turn out. I'll probably load a little hotter with those too. With these heavier bullets, I'm starting to see some signs of pressure on the casings past 30 grains of CFE 223. 30.5 seems to be a little too hot for these heavy bullets. Anyhow, thanks so much for tuning in. Happy Thanksgiving to you whenever you're seeing this. Until next time, stay free, people. Be thankful for what you got. Thank you, Kenny.